been waiting on this. I taking my shot, I won't miss. Taking my shot, it's gon' switch. I know this is God's plan, I won't quit. This is His plan, I won't quit. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. Second guessing is over. I'm getting closer. Every door that was shut, heaven is open. Closed captions on every word spoken. Watching my words cause I'm chosen. And I cannot fail to commit. This is my time and I know it. I gotta show. Shine brightest in the moonlight. Shine brightest in the nighttime. Been waiting on my time.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Astrologics. Um, Today I'm going to be doing the Virgo New Moon. I'm not going to lie. My thoughts are a little all over the place as Mercury is gaining momentum after coming out of retrograde. So bear with me, okay? I might not be at my usual speed. Even my notes, I was like trying to go back through my notes and get them like all in order. And my brain was just like, woman, if you don't leave me alone. So I'm not gonna lie, you might need to get a pen and paper, take down some notes here, family, and try to put them together so that they make sense because this is gonna be like really all over the place. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. See if my brain wakes up. But yeah, let's just jump in. I love this new moon, by the way, family. I think this new moon is gonna be uh healing, I think is the word I would use to describe it. It's gonna be a healing new moon, the opportunity to heal. And this is happening on September 2nd at 11 degrees. And this new moon is special because in 6 months, it will become a lunar eclipse. Now, I did do the horoscopes for the month of September for Virgo and Pisces. If you want to go check those out, I would definitely do so. And I read the Virgo energy as if it was already in the eclipse, although this is not an eclipse new moon. I just want to say that. Okay. I know I said it in the video, but some people might have just skipped right to the horoscopes because I put timestamps in there. So be mindful that this new moon is not an eclipse. However, we are in eclipse season, but we'll be finishing off the Aries and Libra eclipse. And so the next eclipse, rather the first eclipse will be in Pisces, and we'll talk about that towards the end of the month. And the following eclipse after that is in Libra. And so we'll talk more about that in October or closer to the time frame. But I just wanted to clear that up so that everybody is aware. So check those out if you haven't already, to get more information about this Virgo new moon. Also, Pluto moved back into Capricorn the day before this new moon, which is September 1st. And I think it'll be there. Well, I think it's retrograde until October 11th, and then it'll still be in October through the month of November, but that's it. After November, and I don't know the dates just quite yet, but after November, that's it. We finalized the Pluto and Capricorn cycle since 2008. And I think Uranus had recently just went retrograde too. So I like this for reflection as a time to sit back and really think about what you've learned really over the last since 2008. You want to get really, really down and dirty. But essentially the last 6 months, what was going on for you at the Virgo full moon 6 months ago. I'll have the video at the top of the page, or you can go to my website to check it out, just to listen and kind of remember like what was going on for you, but also just the retrograde season in general. This has all been a time about going back, reflecting, considering, rethinking, revising, renewing, reorganizing. And I think this Virgo new moon is really bringing the opportunity into to gather your thoughts about what you've gathered from the past, what lessons you've taken, and how to make it and put it in some kind of practical application for the things that you want to keep from the past and the things that you're letting go. You can like declutter. This is like your garage sale, you know? It's the end of the summer. We're getting ready to head into spring. We're changing from summer clothes to not spring, fall. We're changing from summer clothes to fall stuff. We're making room. We're getting ready for hibernation. We're gathering stock. This kind of idea here. So we're making room to bring in some stuff or new habits and things of that nature. And so, what is that for you? And what I love about Virgo is the ability that it allows you to get things in order, which is really kind of dope. I think this is going to be, I mean, for people who are there mentally, who've really been doing the work, who've really been healing, you're going to see results of things, or you're wrapping up something. Um, or this is an opportunity to start something new. Either way, I feel like it's a great opportunity. um and then the signs that will feel this the most are Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces, the mutable signs. Mercury's also in Leo, so Leo is going to be feeling this. I think all the planets that are in relation to any particular sign, to be quite frank, are going to be feeling this quite heavily, but in a good way. It's just going to be really strong. Leo's strong, it's strength, your strength. Um, it's bold, it's risks, Um, yeah. So whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that you are or aren't willing to bring with you on this new phase of your life, I think Mercury and Leo gives you the voice to voice that very strong, but with passion and love. Whatever creative projects, things with children, if you're planning to have children, this could also be anything about family and family dynamics, patterns and habits, you know, and with the moon, this is home and lineage, family things as well. So, getting your house in order, quite literally. It could be your work space as well. Virgo's very connected to work. People who are starting their own business. I feel like this is kind of like the grounds, the foundational pieces of being able to start a business again. If you've been doing the work and the research and really doing what's necessary, like gathering, because Virgo is the um crops, the depiction of Virgo is the woman with like coming in with like grains and whatever from whatever crops that she's been growing, right? And so you have all the pieces here. Remember, Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini, is the magician. So you have all the tools here to build whatever it is that you're trying to build at this time. And so You have all the pieces and tools to do whatever it is. Now it's just about putting things in order. And Virgo is fantabulous at decompartmentalizing. So at work, you'll have your work stuff, and that's work. At home, you'll have your home stuff, and that's home. In your family life, you have your family stuff, and like it's really good at putting things in its place and keeping things there very orderly for, the sake of peace of mind, really. Um, and so for people who are building a business or giving some kind of service, you're going to get great rewards for that during this time, which I think is really dope. And so Virgo is a mutable earth sign. It's ruled by Mercury and it lives in the sixth house. Again, Virgo rules work, your work environment, your work ethic. Um, this could also be your health, wellness, um, any kind of like vitamins, minerals, whatever that routine is for you, whether you go work out at the gym or your hygiene even, um, or just like appointments and health appointments, dental appointments, really any kind of appointment, but specifically related to health. Um, and the service industry, I think, is going to be under heavy fire, good and bad ways. Whenever we're talking about this from a general, um, or from a world perspective, I should really say, it's always going to be about something falling apart with the opportunity to build it back up in a new, more efficient way. Right. And so we could see a lot of jobs, collapsing, a lot of people quitting, a lot of people moving to different fields. A lot of people are just like fed up, especially in the nonprofit sector. Um, which will give people the opportunity to rebuild, reassess, rethink how they're doing business, why they're doing, and just improve their mission and better ways to connect with, the people that they serve and things of that nature. I'm really putting it super lightly. I can see this being extremely devastating, but with Pisces being at the opposite of this is more like actually Pisces. um yeah, we'll talk about, I'm not even gonna get into the specifics, but with the Pisces eclipse coming up at the end of the month, I'm just gonna say um this is really gives people the opportunity to it's like a blessing in disguise. You might quit with the idea of like, fuck it, you know what, Mercury and Leo, I'm taking a risk, I'm doing what I feel is best for me, I'm standing up for myself because I no longer align with this mission, purpose, and passion, and I'm gone, I'm off this, right? But once you do that, you know, it becomes like that saying that, when the times it gets super spiritual, when I was down, the footsteps, I don't know, okay, verbatim. I don't know that. I just know it's like it's a depiction or an example of when you're at your worst, God has your back, spirit has your back, whomever you pray to, believe in, or whatever. In those times, the footsteps are still going to show up, but they're doing the spiritual work for you. And it's going to lead you to where you're ultimately meant to be, which is Pisces North Node, as we move into the next 2.5 years. So, till about 2027. Now you're working on this new mission, this new spiritual connection, maybe even new guides coming in, and there's that whole theme going on there. And so again, it could feel bad in the moment, but essentially you are going to begin to see that it was the best thing for you. When you stick up for yourself, when you take care of you first, then that really allows you to open up and be able to really take care of others through your mission and purpose in life, what you are actually meant to do here, right? I love that for this access. Again, I'm telling you right now, I'm putting it very lightly. I just don't have the energy to be talking about how sad and awful this can be, but it can hurt. Um, and bring up some really dark depression and sadness when you feel like you're losing out on something. But ultimately, it's just bringing us closer to our spiritual self. Um, and I'll talk more about that in the Pisces eclipse. But um, so work ethic, your health regimen, your health routine, your health appointments. Um, this could also be um, pets, um, and the entire pet industry in any way, shape, or form, and service, actual given service. Again, whether you're starting your own business, whatever your services are, and or services like, again, the nonprofit sector, car dealers, uh, HR, the entire employment industry, okay? In all shapes and forms. And because this is at 11 degrees is a Aquarius degree. And so Aquarius is about being innovative and thinking outside the box, being unique and authentically being yourself. On the higher side of this can be amazing. Although I really think that, mental health is real and there are going to be a lot of people going through some things, but essentially the idea is to make room for us to really fix problems in these areas that need to be fixed and a new age, new supportive, humanitarian, like real health solutions. Aquarius can be like Ayurvedic um, health solutions and things of that nature. Mercury and Leo can be divination and things of that nature. Um, I like this a lot. I really do. So Aquarius rules the 11th house. It's ruled by Uranus, and it's also ruled by Saturn. And I'll talk a little bit more about Saturn in a minute here, but these are like your groups, the people who you call friends by choice. Um, this is like uh, political groups, um, your elder siblings, people who support you, um, self efficacy, self efficiency, um, any kind of like aviation. So I see a lot more digital things, especially when Pisces comes in. Um, um, this is like surveillance. So I'm thinking about what are those little things that they have that fly around? Um, that they use now that you could see, but it's like a toy, I feel. I don't fucking know what the hell you call this stupid thing. But I'm thinking of that kind of surveillance, the drones. That's what I'm thinking about when I think aviation from this perspective, especially with Mercury. Mercury is like you know, small objects, items like household items, but anything small that could be broken apart that needs to be put back together, like things of that nature. I'm thinking drones, or just home surveillance in general can become really, really big. Um, and all the healthy health issue solutions to health problems. And even your cleansing, like with Mercury and Leo is divination. This can be like cleaning your house with vinegar or natural products. They actually teach you these things. It's actually considered to be a affordable tool. When you buy your own home, they'll give you like a list of really cheap solutions on how to clean your house without buying household name products, that are still just as cost effective. And this could be like vinegar, because vinegar is the equivalent to bleach, um, in the cooking family, right? But it cleans the chicken, or if that's something that you eat, or whatever. But it could be used as a cleansing thing for your household. Even though vinegar smells like crap, but you can get other stuff to kind of make it smell pretty. Which, by the way, Virgo, when it comes to cleaning, is not about smelling pretty. Anyway, it wants the natural smell of things. So this could be like mothballs, um, you know, using mothballs. I don't even really know what the fuck they use them for, not gonna lie, but it's a thing. Um, right? So things of that nature. This could also be like big businesses and large organizations, your hopes and wishes, yeah. I feel like I could say so much more about the Aquarius energy, but we'll get more into that eventually anyway. But just to give you a little bit of a taste, okay, using oranges, citrus, um, things like that as cleansing agents. Even for your hygiene, um, it's like all natural products like sea salt, because it has no smell. But then you could also use the face scrubs. These are great things to use during this time. Any kind of natural health products with, you know, things that you grow from your garden, making those things. These fields can grow tremendously at this time and really over the next few years, because of health issues. It can really be coming from some kind of issue. So, we've had the moon square, um, the Saturn and Mars, Jupiter square has been plaguing us since what, the end of July? I could be really pushing it because it's been a lot. And I don't even care to talk about it, but this new moon will square Jupiter and Gemini, and it'll also oppose Saturn and Pisces. And so, I feel like, um, how much more can we talk about this really at this point? But I think if we look at what came up from that as worry, especially about the job market, food shortages, spending too much, watching too much TV, especially if you're into the whole politics thing, it could bring up health issues or worry or nervousness, anxiety. Mercury ruled things are in the mind, and Pisces is mental health. And so, it could be messing up people and mental illness fields, and just with mental health in general, where we're worrying about where our next dollar is going to come from, and talking too much or complaining too much, but not spending enough time coming up with solutions, which are what I think this new moon is going to bring, the ability to come up with solutions, whether you're going to some kind of service to get them, or you're working with somebody to get it, or you're studying Mercury and Leo. Um, or you're taking some kind of risk again because you have all the information. At this point, it's just like, I'm never going to learn if I just don't jump in. um so everybody's going to be at different places with this, but this will be a great time to act on whatever instincts you have. You'll have the support. um and with Saturn, it can bring pressure to this new beginning. right? Because Saturn always wants to refine something. It wants you to master something. And unfortunately, whether we like it or not, in order to do that, it comes with, you know, um, having to deal with stress, strife, obstacles, um, to succeed, you know. And yeah, it's very karmic, um, but accept the obstacles so that you can succeed. Try to look at it from a different perspective. I'll be posting on my Patreon page some things. I've been doing a lot of research on this because I do notice a lot of people struggle with this. But also, if you have a story to tell, something that you've gone through, good or bad, little or small, find a way to share that story. Somebody needs to hear that. Pisces is my repenting, um, tell how God saved your life. This is my AA, where you tell your story, tell somebody what you've been through. Um, Whether that's through writing, public speaking, doing a YouTube page, setting up a podcast, whatever it is, what was your struggle? How did you get through it? What were the steps that you took? Somebody needs to hear that, right? We could also find ourselves working a lot more for less. That's just the process of starting a business for anybody, but also just if you're in the nonprofit world, people who work in nonprofit, you get very little money, but the reward of helping somebody who's underprivileged, doesn't have much, or being able to give back to somebody who's less than and watching them grow and flourish is fucking priceless, right? And so a lot of us can be breaking free from an action and making changes depending on where you're at. And also, this is a health crisis point for sure. Um, there can be virus and public health safety concerns, and Virgo can be a hypochondriac. This could be like body dysmorphia, where people start to feel like not pretty enough, and skin diseases and things of that nature. Um, but essentially, if there is any public health issues that come on, I feel like this is a way to control society. It's fear-based sickness. And so watch out for the just throw the damn TV out because I think a lot of this is going to be going on at this time. For sure, this is probably can be one of the most greatest awakenings of all time. When you put Aquarius energy and Pisces together, and then you put Virgo there that helps us ground it in 5D, that's a real awakening on right here on Earth to all the BS and the control and whatever through commercials and pharmacy and pharmaceuticals and you know yeah, I think there's a great possibility for growth, and anytime there's a great possibility for growth they always have some way to try to keep us from that. So just be mindful of what you're watching, what you're taking in, who you're listening to, misinformation. um yeah, really educating yourself, reading, um, would probably be way better off than listening to television, unfortunately. All right. And so some of the themes that can come up with this, or that'd be really great to do during this new moon, is fasting, decluttering, not just your home, your space, your work environment, or the people even that you're around, but your energy. Okay, this can be a great time for fasting, decluttering your energy. Look it up, how you fast your energy, what that means. This could be really great for 30-day challenges of all kinds, whatever it is you're trying to let go of, release, or cut ties from. Um, I think hybrid work can grow at this time, or it can be in jeopardy for people fucking it up. You know, there's always that one person that messes up everything. And like, we can't do hybrid anymore. Nobody's working, and they're gonna try to come up with something to resolve that problem, or they're just gonna let it go altogether. I do think with the ability, uh, with the Aquarius energy here, digitizing that and being able to track people or making them, you know, uh, track the hours of the things and the work and the stuff that they're doing, they might come out with something like that at this time because, you know, people are really taking advantage, which, we deserve it, but they're probably not going to see it that way. This is also good, great for chakra healing, any kind of stones, crystals, um, for whatever it is you're trying to do at this time. I would do it teas, tea leaves, all any natural Ayurvedic, um, spiritual tool for healing, cleansing, whatever the purpose is, you really, really want to go do your research, for you and whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Um, you would be surprised, with Mercury and Leo, the ability to manifest, except especially with Mercury and Leo, it's like happiness, love. This is a great time to do love spells, even though I don't, participate in those types of things. But if you've been healing and you've been doing the work, you're already on the journey of manifesting something anyway. And so I say, go ahead. That's supported because it's healthy. If you have not been doing the work and, you're not getting help, you're not getting counseling, you're not healing from the inside out, this is full circle. This is whole, um, wholeness and wellness healing, spiritually, energetically, and on the 3D. Um, then, doing spells, you probably don't even really know what that is. And even if you do, you don't have a good understanding, it's not going to work, right? And I'm not saying that to be rude or mean in any way, but be realistic with the Pisces energy on the eclipse that we'll have. And we'll be talking more about these things, obviously. This could also be a good time to any kind of digestion healing or cleansing. Um, um, if you stop drinking, smoking, whatever it is you want to do, or cleansing your immune system, this is a great time to do those things. And because Virgo has OCD, guess what? Aquarius does too. And so they're in alignment here, which I absolutely love. We might expect things a certain way when it comes to our daily routine. We might like things more organized, with Virgo. We don't like unpredictability. We like things that are more familiar, structured, a daily routine. Aquarius is coming in to fuck all that up. But again, with the opportunity to bring in something new, more unique, more you, more connected to this new individual that you are trying to create, and a new path and habits. And so just try something new, you know. If something unexpected comes up, what's really great about mutable energy is that they're flexible. They can move with the changes and come up with solutions. Try to be flexible. Don't be so uptight or afraid of change. Don't look at it as a problem. Just be open to what the solutions are, any solutions that you might have, and work your way through them. They will become more clearer to you as you open yourself up to the possibility of doing something in a better way. Um, we definitely tend to like more details, facts, and information with Virgo energy. Very evidence-based facts, statistics, news and consuming information. Again, be careful with where I reading might really be your best bet, which is why I put the articles on my Patreon page. I think I did a good job. I like them, but you could also just look at the headlines. And if don't resonate, find your own articles with that same with the same headlines, right? And keywords, what I really focused on. And I'll be posting those, if not today, tomorrow. So you'll be able to see them for my Patreon members. But yeah, try reading as opposed to listening. And unless it's a trusted person that you listen to, like not the mainstream media. Um, but yeah, um, I think again, the more open you are, the more information will come in, and you'll end up finding things. As much as I hate the fact that, this new technology crap it's pretty much surveillance within itself. You can say something, type something, and then all of a sudden you start seeing all the things that you say and type. Now, that can be used as a good thing if you're typing and saying things that you really need, because after a while it'll start to bring up stuff, which is very Uranus and Pisces working together. Um, I could say so much more about that, but trying not to be on here for a long time, which I think I've already kind of happened. But I think you get the idea. Use that tool as a way to bring in more new information with what you're already looking up, which can be a great tool. Um, Let me just make sure I didn't get in. Yeah. And so the people we engage with can be very nosy at this time. Um, we might care more about humanitarian efforts or grassroots things, which I think I'm already seeing a lot of, which I really love. It I hope it breaks right through the barriers and keeps going. And we might be more into like philosophy, or defending the things that we're a part of, like our friends, our groups, and whatever else you're into, your social life, it could be, or what you do for fun, or the way you spend time with your family, whatever those things are. It could be very structured for you. Remember, Virgo is about being able to decompartmentalize, right? Very organized life here. I'm telling you right now, it being at 11 degree, good or bad, this isn't about right or wrong. Aquarius is coming in and fuck it up, but with good intentions. And so don't expect anything to go the way it might normally go. But embrace the change and be open to seeing something in a new way. Um, Also, with this energy, Virgo don't like when people jump to conclusions without facts. And so we might get into arguments with people who are not responsible and delusional. Pisces energy. This could definitely be nosy co-workers, but in the fields of like lawyers, or there could be a lot of investigations going on and work for specific things, HR, um, uh, complaints, a lot obviously going on in fame and with wealth, like accountants, bookkeepers. This is definitely that time of the year where people are getting ready for taxes and things of that nature. So I can see a lot of these fields having a lot going on, or maybe it's like an audit. This could even be with your home. It's time to get your inspections or get your car inspected. It could be things like that. Unfortunately, this is more divorce lawyers than any other kind of lawyers, but it doesn't really obviously have to be just that. With this Pisces energy, I do foresee a lot of drug dealers, especially for any kind of drugs, with Pisces being the pharmaceutical. And I'll talk more about that again in that video. But yeah, so a lot of legal stuff, I think, especially in the prison and thing investigations, documentaries, and things of that nature, even journalism, with Jupiter and Gemini. It's going to be a huge time of just truths coming out especially for grassroots things and people starting their own businesses and people who are, not connected to the government. Um, this is also a really good time to fix things, get things organized, but people might not really appreciate it. But again, it's giving you the opportunity for some new technology to come in to make a better future for people. And receiving gains from helping others or building a better society, especially in the healing and medical fields and modalities, like I was talking about before, with nurses and hospitals and doctors' offices, even pets, um, writing about the unprivileged, um, any kind of social injustice, um, home health aides. We could have a new political party. I do definitely see that being a possibility. This is like hair salons, barbers, HR, again, public health, businesses. But when I think of businesses from this perspective, I'm really thinking about from a helping perspective. And so these are like those little sites where you can get somebody to house sit, nannies, uh, people who need extra additional help for the mentally health kids, those families, they tend to hire a lot of people. A dog walking, house sitters. Did I say house sitters already? um, little services like that. People who need help going grocery shopping and doing like those little things. Yeah, I feel like more so for those things more than anything. If you get one of those apps, I can't remember the name of them, but the nanny one is Sitter City. I'll try to remember the other one. I can't remember it at the time. I know I've given it out before, but you can look it up too. Again, doctor's appointments, dentists, any kind of health routine or health regimen, exercise routine. This could be about counting steps, right, with the digital Aquarius energy, drinking lots of water, vitamins, again, stones, crystals, counting calories. I don't really see that as so much as new age, but it had something to do with numbers. And so I threw it in there because some people might be into that kind of thing. But just remember, family, this is all going to be coming from ignoring something that can't be ignored anymore. Whether you're aware of it or not, something's going to come up, right? Some kind of health issue, anxiety, lack of sleep, loss of motivation, depression, emotional well-being. This is going to give you the opportunity to take all of these things into consideration, um, and rework, or reorganize how you work and operate on a daily basis. This could be getting a new job or changing a career path, because of burnout, um, not feeling satisfied or fulfilled at work. This could also be refining your skills, like taking some kind of training program, whether it's in work or outside of work, either way. It's a great time to gain some skills and stuff. So, I mean, I don't see this as bad. I really see this whole Virgo New Moon is nothing but opportunities. That's how I'm viewing this whole entire access, the way it's starting out. I think it's really dope. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. I promise you, I'm just not talking about it. I don't have the energy, okay, to indulge. I'm stressed out, right? This could also be like wound care to, uh, and getting help with, that monthly thing for the ladies, because it moves blood. Pisces and Saturn can be blood flow, bad blood, um, and needing like blood transfusions and things of that nature. A lot of health issues can come up, but it's because of something that waking us up to an opportunity to change, but something new and healthier. Um, yeah. So I see this as an opportunity, no matter how you flip it, switch it, turn it, twist it. However it's coming up for you, it's giving you the opportunity to get healthier, pretty much, to get ready for that spiritual new full moon and full moon eclipse we're going to be having in Pisces, which is going to be amazing when you put the two together. Remember, we're talking about uh, full circle healing here, inside and out. Okay. You get a great opportunity here to start that journey over the next few years, which I think is it's cake, y'all. Eat it up. Okay. Again, I'm sorry it was all over the place. I feel like I could have done so much better, but I hope y'all. And Mercury was fucking. I hope you found this information helpful. I love and appreciate you. Peace.